2024. It is an honor to be speaking to you all today on a day that has been so long awaited and representative of the journey that has been 12 years in the making. There are no words that can perfectly encapsulate the memories and experiences that have brought the 28 of us to this specific moment, but I will be giving my best attempt, so bear with me. If each individual was a color, we have just painted a masterpiece of a painting that exudes warmth. I see uniqueness when I look at our class, in both the journeys that each person took to get here, as well as each person's characteristics. We have our athletes, who we owe our Sports Day victory to. We have our dancers, whom we owe every choreography to. We have our artists, musicians, and singers. More importantly, we have our jokesters, our sunshines, and our leaders. We have people who are always down to play a game of cards, people who are ready to start karaoke anywhere, and people who just like to observe the occasional chaos that's occurring. You all know who you are. More than all that, each individual is a special mix of traits. These traits allow us to learn from one another, and there are always admirable traits to be found within each individual that make up this class. Among the many, I have observed people who simply live in the moment, and I believe that's the greatest lesson to be learned. These past 4 years of high school have truly been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. While there are definitely days that felt dreadful or tedious, there is so much more to cherish. For instance, getting the chance to see the same people day in and day out for every single day, many of whom have been in each other's lives for up to 13 years. Who remembers what it was like to take naps and learn our alphabets? Oh boy, do I miss those days. We went from running on the fields to playing Foursquare to discussing our futures real quick. We started by attending events and eventually graduated to hosting and planning for them. The haunted house, high school dance, and prom were all spectacular. More importantly, the people made this experience special. It's special to know that there's a group of friendly faces that will be awaiting you at the end of every holiday. Especially in our senior year, it is felt ever so strongly. It's so sweet to see the entire class join in to sing happy birthday in the senior lounge, or to have some friends who will support you like a proud mama, or even to have people who would bring snacks to share. Let's also not forget how the guys know each other's parents by name. It's the small things that really count, like knowing that your friends are there to banter with you, to support you through your hard times, and to enjoy the last sliver of being a child together. Undoubtedly, we have all come a long way. As kids, our biggest concern was not getting touched in a game of tag. Now, our biggest concern is not losing in a game of cards. No, our biggest concern now is always about the future. We can't deny that growing up comes with its responsibilities. People always say ignorance is bliss, but just for today, I'd like to believe otherwise. When you look at the seniors, one might see the underlying stress and fear on their face for the future. But if you look deep into their eyes, there's a sense of clarity and confidence that makes all of you glow. It speaks of the happiness and excitement each individual holds for the future, as well as the growth that has blossomed over these past 4 years. This growth is what will stick to you as we walk out those familiar gates one last time today as graduates and not high school students. I'd also like to use today as an opportunity to express my gratitude to the most important people in this journey. Please allow me to do this next part in Chinese. 谢谢妈妈、姨爸、阿公、阿嬷抚养我长大，教我做人的道理，和给予我无限的鼓励。Thank you to my sisters who have consistently stayed by my side as the strongest emotional support systems that I could have ever asked for. And this wouldn't be my speech if I didn't mention Lara's name, so big hugs. And thank you to all the teachers I've met who guided me inside and outside the classroom. Big shout out to the host and Dr. Alicia for staying with me these past 4 years and giving me guidance. As cliche as it is to say, I wouldn't be here today without all these people in my life. Similarly, I believe every classmate has their own support system they would like to thank, and that would be the parents, family, and guests who are sitting here today. Finally, I'd like to thank the class of 2024 for walking this path with me, for adding value to all the memories we've lived through together, for becoming part of the immense joy and warmth that defines my youth, for putting a smile on my face or a tear in my eye as I look back on this time. You guys are truly the cutest individuals. So when I say let's keep in contact, I don't say it for the sake of being polite. I say it with the hopes that even if we don't talk every month, our catch-ups can always be genuine. I say it with the hopes that if you're ever having a hard day, you would allow your friends to be there for you. I say it with the hopes that the warmth of the class of 2024 will never be extinguished. As we walk our own paths, or as our Chinese class would say, 开往下一站, I wish all of you the best of luck. There are so many possibilities that await, so give it your all. Lastly, I love you all and I'll miss you guys so much. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but seniors, keep slaying!